Multi-vector integration is Kazakhstan's chosen course of development. In the program, single market. Quantity and quality do not always go hand in hand. That is why the most reliable option is always quality over quantity. Hello, my name is Pavel Koktishev and you're watching Single Market. In today's program, the School of Beginning Entrepreneurs, a fishing rod instead of fish. Navigator, foundation of the construction sector. Kazakhstan's light industry, quality that one can rely on. Consulting assistance is just as important for the development of businesses as financial support, especially for novice entrepreneurs. In Kazakhstan, business consultant and business growth workshops, which are organized by the National Chamber of Entrepreneurs, are becoming more and more popular. Wise people of China have a proverb: give a person a fish and you feed them for a day. Teach a person to fish and you feed them for a lifetime. Within this context, it is hard to assess the role of educational programs that were organized by Kazakhstan's National Chamber of Entrepreneurs. If you want to engage in entrepreneurship but do not know how, you can come to this school and gain the necessary knowledge. First of all, theoretical and foundation, accounting, and how to draw up a business plan. Intensive educational programs are offered in these schools. They are conducted during a short period, but are knowledge-intensive. Beginners as well as experienced entrepreneurs can take part in these trainings. Until recently, Daniyar Yisetov worked as a university professor in the city of Shymkent. Life circumstances led him to Astana. Through the website of the National Chamber of Entrepreneurs, he found out about free trainings, which are held in the school, Bastau. This is a really great opportunity, I think, for beginning entrepreneurs like me. We are taught how to start a business, how to manage it for it to become successful, so that we have something to strive towards. Daniyar is clear about his ambitions to start his own business in one of the priority sectors of the economy. Through the program Business Roadmap 2020, I decided to get engaged in meat production, particularly to establish a feed yard for 3,000 heads of cattle, here, not far from Astana. Unlike Daniyar, Madina Bayniyetova already 4 years of experience in entrepreneurship. She has tried out various types of businesses until settling on delivery of health nutritional products. And the interesting thing is that during her previous work in an office, she conducted trainings on business planning. Today, the time has come when she is now the student and she is enjoying this role. The majority of students have their own life experience. This shows that there is a need for this knowledge and these skills. And I like the fact that people are choosing to study and that there are places where people can gain these skills and knowledge. In this school, participants gain not just knowledge that is directly related to running a business. Here, they are given a potential future scenario of their actions, which will bring significant results. We try to focus on the Eurasian market, so that the students, when establishing their business, did not just limit themselves to the domestic market, but could also export their products to, let's say, the countries of the Eurasian Economic Union. But for this, it is necessary to lower costs and thus raises the profitability of their business. Concerning motivation in entrepreneurship, here opinions of both sides can be heard. We tell about possibilities for running a business that we have here in Kazakhstan. Lower taxes with simplified procedures, the offer of tax reporting. This concerns getting loans, a system of guarantees, education, and trips. I don't know, I think that in this respect our state is ahead of the entire world. The energy and competence of the business trainers, teamwork and opportunity to express an individual point of view, all this gives the participants of these trainings confidences and helps them believe in themselves. We should study those who are the best on the market, see what they offer on the market. That's one of the tasks. And in any case, not be afraid to try. Until you try, you will not know in which direction to move further. These words belong to Henry Ford, whose name is enshrined into the Encyclopedia of North American Business. A crisis is a trial, and no one doubts that. It is precisely extreme conditions which strengthen the character of a person. So go ahead, show your best. Open up your own business despite the potential difficulties. Zulfiya Timirgaliyeva, exclusively for Single Market. The construction sector is like the nerve fiber of the world credit system. In more prosperous times, it receives loans from the financial system on good terms. And in less prosperous years, it creates a sort of domino effect, as it happened in 2007 with the U.S. housing market. Our correspondent, Alexander Galiev, brings us the report on the current trends of the construction sector.
Строительный сектор для экономики многих стран – одно из значимых направлений.
For many countries, the construction sector is one of the priority sectors of the economy. Its share in the total volume of GDP can reach up to 10%. This is due to the high localization possibilities, because usually a great variety of different enterprises participate in laying the groundwork in this sector, including enterprises that produce construction materials from raw materials to final products. In terms of the contribution of this sector to the country's GDP, figures across the Eurasian Economic Union are quite on par with global indicators. For example, in Russia, the share of the construction sector in the country's GDP is 7%. In Kazakhstan, 6%. Social factors should also be taken into account. Employment rate. If we consider the number of people employed in the construction sector, this can entail hundreds of thousands or even millions of workplaces. Residential construction. In 2014, almost 73 million square meters of residential property were commissioned in Russia. This is a 20-year record high for Russia. In Kazakhstan, this figure stands at 7.5 million square meters. For a population of 17 million, this is quite reasonable. Belarus shows the highest figures in this respect, with 5 million square meters of residential property while having a population of 9.5 million people. According to preliminary forecasts, the 2015 results for the construction sector will not be as positive. This is connected with particular challenges, resetting of the national currency rates and fall in consumer demand. That is why it is quite understandable that members of the Eurasian Integration Association are striving to use resources in the construction sector with maximum efficiency. The Eurasian Economic Union already has plans for cooperation in this sector. One of the steps in this direction includes the elaboration of recommendations by the Eurasian Economic Commission. The project is titled On Development of Cooperation of EEU Member States in the Sphere for the Production of Construction Materials, including production of cement and glass. The prospects of implementing innovations in this sector should not be forgotten. According to experts, by 2020, almost 5% of built entities will be erected with the use of 3D printing. This revolutionary approach will radically lower cost and construction periods. Establishment of specialized centers in the Eurasian space, which will develop innovative technologies for the construction sector, as grand as it may sound, is an imperative of our times. That's all for today. This was the Navigator report from Alexander Galiev. The city of Almaty is considered to be the driver of Kazakhstan's economy. It contributes 20% of the country's GDP and a third of all public revenues. Small and medium businesses play the greatest role in the process. They contribute 43% to the city's GDP. Our correspondent, Anar Tastanbekova, visited one of such successful businesses that operates in Almaty. This is one of the youngest enterprises in the country. It has been operating for less than 3 years and was built up practically from scratch. In 2011, construction of the building commenced, and in 2013, the company already began its operations. Today, the plant, Kazakh Almaty, is one of the largest taxpayers and job providers in this southern city. That first thing that one notices during the excursions through the departments of this plant are the latest production lines. The plant has 750 high-tech machines. With their help, specialists working here are able to precisely and carefully complete a wide range of operations.
Оборудование мировых лидеров немецкого производства.
This is some of the most advanced equipment produced in Germany and the US, Japan and Italy. I won't hide the fact that there is some equipment from China, however, not much. We are considered to be a high-tech enterprise. It is necessary to know all the intricacies of modern manufacturing processes in order to be able to use this equipment. Kazakhstan's light industry is only starting to gain its grounds. That is why the enterprise, Kazakh Almaty, has decided to take upon the task of training professionals. A learning center, Jibek, was established for these purposes. Here, students studying in technical colleges are offered an opportunity to undergo practical training in order to motivate them to work at this plant after graduation. What's more, specialists from abroad are invited as consultant advisors.
I
came from Kazakhstan in order to provide trainings on international quality standards. First of all, for gaining skills that are necessary for operating automated machinery. I would like to note that people here are fast learners and have great potential. In record-setting periods, the enterprise set up the production of clothing and footwear. Each segment has a wide range of products. The clothing line includes men's and women's office suits, shirts, evening gowns, specialized clothing, and military uniforms. Footwear is also distinguished by a great variety. The plant produces high boots, regular boots, military shoes, and even home footwear. Overall, annually up to 1.5 million clothing items and 1.5 million footwear items are manufactured. What's more, in terms of quality, the plant's products are quite competitive on the market.
Мы ездили по всем фабрикам.
We visited various European factories, visited Poland and Turkey, and studied their experience and technologies. Visited plants in China to see how they work. China is a country that supplies almost everything to everyone.
И поставляет почти всем.
The basic goal is import substitution. On the basis of marketing research, the enterprise established its own target consumer group.
Мы рассчитываем на средний и выше средний класс, чтобы занять свою нишу.
We are focused on the middle and upper class. If we get a consumer base of 3% of the 16 million population, that will be our niche and a good sales market. And of course, there is Russia. By the way, Russia is not the only country that represents a potential sales market. These prospects are very realistic. Today, the plant is working on establishing its own brand, Kazakh Luxury Products, QLP. The quality of the products is on par with European counterparts. That is why in the near future the enterprise will have all the reasons to begin exporting to Europe. The achievements of the enterprise include Kazakhstan's Best Product Award in the nomination Best Manufacturer of Consumer Products. In 2015, Kazakh Almaty was awarded the presidential award Altin Sapa. The value of the experience of this enterprise is in the fact that it was able to prove that many things may seem difficult until they are easy. And when there is a well-developed plan, any type of enterprise can be built from the ground up, even if it operates in a sphere such as the light industry, which is a sector that for now does not have a leading role in the country's economy. Anar Tastanbekova, exclusively for Single Market. That's all for today. My name is Pavel Koktishev. Reminder, all the episodes of our program are available on Kazakh-TV-eng. Until next time on Single Market, a territory without borders.